ba-dum, that'd be like the reporting music. How would you do it if you're like turning away and someone's like, now live coming at 8 o'clock? It's the Tonight Show, but not that Tonight Show. It's the News Tonight Show. There's a new show
Am
with
I
Marie Dempsey.
am I doing it right
Ba-dum,
now?
bum. Yeah, people are just staring at you right now. Is this what you do on live camera, just waiting? Da-dum,
Good
bum,
evening,
bum.
ladies and gentlemen. Today's live report. Daniel is drinking a Taco Bell drink. Does that mean that he also ate Taco Bell? Does that mean that he's going to have explosive diarrhea? Find out at 6. Because an irritable bowel movement would just be like an irritable poop that comes out like
Yeah,
all pissed off.
angry. It's angry
Angry
at you.
poop.
Why is it so angry? Is it the emotional
Uh,
distress you put it through while in your stomach? Is it the Taco Bell poops?
I mean, I think anything that stays with me long enough is going to suffer through emotional distress.
Idea. There you go. Who doesn't
What an
love talking about butt
icebreaker.
talk? I did not expect the direction of this episode to go this way.
No, I didn't wake up today thinking, now we're going to talk about in today's episode poop.
That is a peek
So,
into our conversations as the
yeah.
Nas group.
We will have shirts made. Shirts that say
Yeah.
IBS, shirts that say Bonanza.
Bonanza. Yeah. IBS. Not there's anything wrong with that. And then Bonanza. Or putting the Anza in Bonanza. It should have been putting the Ted Danza in Bonanza. That's what we should have said.
Who's Ted Danza?
You don't know who Ted Oh my god. Okay, so she doesn't even know who Ted Danza. Clearly,
Just hang on.
okay. This is why this is late to the game was created. She doesn't even know who Ted Danza is.
Are you talking about Tony Danza?
Who did I say? Ted Danza? Oh my
Ted,
god.
hold me close, young Tony
Yeah.
Danza.
Tony Danza. Why did I say Ted Danza?
That's
Oh my
why.
god.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I know something
Tony
that Daniel
Danza.
doesn't know. Daniel left up for
That's a
once.
lie. She knows nothing. This will be
Testing me.
stricken from the record.
He was testing me. From movies to video games, welcome to Marie Plays It All. Today's episode is Late to the Game, where my
Late.
co-host, rappers Delight,
Delight.
sing the song, Rappers Delight.
Kind of like Sunny
Forces
Delight.
me. Ooh, Sunny D. Oh, Sunny D would have
Sunny
been so much better.
D.
You are Sunny D. Look
Too
at
late
you,
for
the
it to light.
dimples.
Sunny D.
Rewind. Where my co-host, Sunny D, way better name, forces me to watch popular movies that I embarrassingly haven't seen.
So it's not gonna be that purple stuff. It's gonna be the Sunny D.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
So what do we do? What do we do in Late to the Game? Daniel, tell them.
Okay, so late to the game is we've discovered long ago, between maybe the very first conversation having with Marie, that she doesn't watch movies. We discovered she watched the same 4 movies over and over. So it's sort of saying like you love going to museums when you've never been to one, but you've seen 4 paintings, but you appreciate art, but you've never seen anything beyond 4 paintings.
I'm a movie poser.
No, because you don't go. I don't feel like you go around claiming that you're this. No, right? But
No.
regardless, we have to expand the palette
Mhm.
of movie watching and movie tasting. So I'm going to make her watch movies that she should have seen, whether they're good, whether they're bad. That's the fun part. It could be a little mix of the bag, all different genres. We're going to make her watch it. I'm going to ask her a series of questions that before she watches it, she's going to have to answer them as humorously as possible while trying to be as sincere as possible. Then we're going to do an intermission. She's going to watch it. We're going to come back and we're going to see how right, how wrong she was. And then we're going to find out if she's going to rage quit or play it back.
As you're explaining it to me, I got super nervous because I'm like, oh God, he's going to give me a movie. I have to answer questions to. I'm like, I forgot what we were doing here. I thought we were just having a nice convo about bodily functions. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh God, I'm going to be tested. I'm going to be tested. And then my stomach started to grumble. And I'm like, oh God, am I going to have an anxiety poop?
That's the only way to sit here and challenge this. There we go. Hang out with Ted Danza. Sorry, Tony.
Oh my God.
What's funny is that I actually met Tony Danza in real life. I was on the set of Angels in the Outfield, movie Angels in the Outfield. I was like in the background of one of their scenes and I met him.
Did you call him Ted?
No. It's only now that I've realized I haven't said his name in like maybe 15, 20 years of my life. Easily mid-90s.
Okay.
Have had no reason to say his name.
Somehow today, I forgive you.
Somehow
He
today.
forgives you. He forgives
we
you.
said the Danza for Bonanza. So you ready to get into the movie?
Yeah, sure. Okay. I have no idea what this movie's gonna be, you guys. No idea. Just letting you know, honestly, no clue.
No clue. So the first one that we did was Young Frankenstein. Second one we
Yes.
did was American Werewolf in London.
Mm.
This one follows a little bit in line with that, okay? So
Oh.
not American Werewolf in London.
Oh.
It's a little bit like it, but kinda not either. The name of the movie? The Princess Bride.
Oh my god.
Have you seen that?
No. And this is the movie that I get in the most trouble for not seeing because people will
There you
bring it up.
go.
People will I don't know what okay, I'm dying to find out why people are so passionate about The Princess Bride. Because if people are talking about it and I say I haven't seen it, it's like, "What?" Like, they're offended. They're hardcore offended, and I'm like, "I don't know, I haven't seen it. I don't."
Irritable? Would you say that they're irritable about it?
Oh, they get so irritable with me. So irritable. Oh,
Alright.
geez. Okay.
So we
Okay,
already know
okay,
how it
okay, okay, okay.
goes. 10 questions you have to answer before you watch the movie, okay? Ready? Pop, 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 pop quiz, hot shot. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Question number
Okay.
1. What is the movie about?
Okay. The movie is about a guy who stars in Saw, who
Mhm.
I think it's the actor
Yeah, you're right. In the
who
movie, the character stars in Saw. You're right.
yeah, right? Okay, okay, this is the, I'm guessing the prequel, the origin story of how he ends up in Saw. It says he was trying really hard to get to this princess and make him his bride, then Andre the Giant comes and throws him into this cell, and then he has to I forget what happens in Saw, but anyway, it's all a ruse. Okay, so basically, he has to he has to find this princess who I'm guessing is in distress. And why is she a bride? Is she a bride right now? Is she going to be his bride? Does he want to make her the bride? Does she have to be a bride in order for something to happen? I don't know, but there's going to be some turmoil and some stuff that's going to happen along the way. Obviously, that's
So
going
you
to
posed
prevent
4
him.
questions about the bride thing. You have to pick an answer. Which one is it?
The
Why is she a
princess.
bride? Is
Okay.
she already a bride? Is she about to be a bride? Is
Oh,
she what is
okay.
it for?
Okay. I think she's about to be a bride and she doesn't want to be a bride. So he's going to go and try to, liberate her.
Okay, liberator. It's an odd choice of word, but okay, let's go with that.
I don't know,
Okay.
feminism. Stop throwing words out.
Question number 2. What famous athlete stars in the film?
I said it already.
Yeah, you
Andre
did
the
say it
Giant,
already. Yes.
right? Okay,
Yes, that is correct.
I've seen, like, little pictures of it, obviously. There's, like, memes everywhere. So,
Yeah.
I know, like, a couple of the actors in it.
Okay.
I know, like, the 4 big actors in it, I think.
Which famous actor almost played the role of Fezzik?
Okay, Fezzik sounds like maybe that's, like, the little short guy who has the weird voice.
A little short guy with a funny voice. Okay.
Maybe it's
Is
that.
this something that you like, have you seen a picture of an actor that resembles this, or are you just making this up that you think there's a character with a funny voice that's a little guy?
I'm pretty sure there's an actor in the movie who has a funny voice,
That's
who's kinda short. I know what he looks like if I see him in my face. I see
you
him in
see him
my
in your
mind.
face. So you look in the mirror and you see a reflection and it looks like him?
Oh, yeah. Who would be oh, okay, um, Jason Alexander.
Okay. Good choice. Okay. Next question. William Goldman, who wrote the book, hint, hint, this was based off of a book, got the title from who or whom?
Uh, George Lucas.
George, George Lucas. You've seen this movie already. I know it. Okay.
I'm
The
spot on.
director followed up this film with which iconic movie?
Saw.
You do realize, well, I don't think you realize when this movie came out. Do you? Because Saw came out
80s? The
mid
80s?
mid to so then Saw came out not in the 80s or 90s. It came out
No.
yeah, early
Okay, okay,
2000s.
wait. Oh, I
Okay.
know. I know which movie. Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Because it's Robin Wright Penn, right? It's Rob it's her. She plays the princess. right? Right?
Hmm.
I'm assuming that's who she is. And then she gets all messed up, and then she's Jenny, and then,
Jenny.
yeah.
Second impression for the listeners out there. Second count of impersonations, number 2. We're already halfway through the questions.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, no, your beard's breezing through these. Okay.
Which famous comedian played a small but memorable character named Miracle Max?
Robin Williams.
Hmm.
Is that right?
No.
Oh, it seems like
Okay,
he'd be a
Robin Williams.
Miracle Max. Like, I don't know.
So this is not part of the question, but
Mm,
let's elaborate a little bit. Why is he called Miracle Max? Why do you think Robin Williams would be called Miracle Max? What miracles
I
is
don't
he doing?
know. I feel like he's coming in all spunky and all like doing an accent, and he's like doing like magic or something and helping the guy along his journey, the guy from Saw.
That sounds literally like the genie. So you're saying he's the genie in this, a live action genie.
Didn't
Prince
even realize.
Ali, fabulous he,
Third impression of the day. Third.
Alia Baba. Who plays Buttercup?
Sounds like a horse's name. Is it a horse?
Who
Um,
plays Buttercup?
who plays Buttercup? Seabiscuit.
I was gonna say there's a famous horse. Go Flea Biscuit. It's in next Friday. Fourth impersonation. I'm not even doing this
Less than
intentionally. It's just coming out.
yeah, it's coming out. See, I'm setting you up
It's
though.
a
I'm doing it on
movement.
purpose.
It's
I'm
I.
doing it on
It's
purpose. Yeah, no.
yeah. It's IBS. It's just
It's I
coming right
yes.
out. Who almost played Buttercup?
I
That's a
said
bonus question. That's a bonus question.
Secretariat. Is that a horse?
I heard secretary, but then like ist. So it's like somebody that hates secretaries. Secretary
No,
ist.
isn't Secretariat a thing? Isn't that a horse movie?
I don't watch a lot of horse movies. I'm gonna be honest. Sure,
You know,
I know.
you're
Silver. Io Silver. Away.
you're
Lone
you're
Ranger.
fifth impression of a horse galloping. Brilliant, by the way.
I
Okay.
almost started singing "Genuine" right now. Pony. We'll save that for another episode.
Ooh.
Tune in and subscribe. You'll be able to see more of these. All
You're
right.
gonna want to see this, people. You're gonna want to see it.
The next question. What is Inigo Montoya's most famous line?
Oh,
Inigo
okay.
Montoya. You know
Yeah.
it? Okay. What is it?
I know. That was so aggressive. You know it? Okay, what is it?
Yeah. Then what is it? Because you're like, yeah, I know it.
Bitch.
You got cocky with it. I was like, oh,
No,
damn. Okay. You already know Robin Williams was in this. Okay.
Buttercup's a horse. I'm actually appalled by your lack of knowledge of horse movies, by the way. You're supposed to be like this
Movie.
was a cinephile? Like what the fuck? Um,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So
okay,
what is
the
the
line.
famous line? Yep. The Montoya says. You have to deliver it the same way that he does.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yep.
It's not that.
That's it.
Also, guess what? I've never seen Scarface.
I know. I know.
You know what? This is he's saying some is it about a sword? Is he holding a sword? Is he doing something? Is he saying something like about jury? You know,
Did you say jury
is he
duty?
like
Did you say
a
something about
journey? Like,
jury duty?
and it's like he's like kind of like is he a Spaniard? Is he a what is he Italian? Like what? I don't know what it is. I know what it is, but I can't. I'm sticking with Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend. That's what you're saying?
Oh, that was really really well done.
Number 5 or number
Number
6?
six.
6. Fred Savage,
Okay.
best known
No,
in the Wonder Years,
yeah. I don't know why it made me
plays
laugh.
plays which character?
No, the princess's little brother.
Okay.
So the princess's ring bearer.
Ring bearer. A wedding. Okay, got it.
Well, is it not a wedding? Is there not a wedding that's supposed to happen? And he's a little ring bearer that causes mischief, or maybe yeah, maybe he's like save my
so, he
sister. She doesn't
so he causes mischief. Okay. I like that. So he's a
save
ring
my
bearer.
sister. She's gonna marry. And maybe he's the one like the messenger to getting the message out, being like my sister doesn't want to marry whoever Andre the Giant.
So if he's a ring bearer and he's protecting her, would you say she's his precious?
Number 7, give it to us.
Gollum.
Give us an impression. Number
You got to
7.
do it. All the
You
pressure's on
think
me now. You
you're
do
the
it.
one.
You
Okay.
do it. You
No,
do
you
it. You
okay.
do it. You do it.
No. Break out the impression whenever you're ready. No pressure, Daniel.
Mel Smith, who plays the albino, confessed to never having watched his performance in this film because the experience was too painful. Why?
Aw. Because they make fun of his appearance too much. And then it caused him, like, lots of turmoil until he got cast in, Powder years later.
Powder. Have you seen Powder, or do you just know
I
of
think
it?
I think I did at some point. I think we watched it in school, actually. But anyway.
Probably. That was a school movie. So let's see if the Robin Williams starring with Andre the Giant, who is marrying Janae
Jedi.
with
Yeah.
with Fred Savage, who's the evil Gollum in the story. I'm assuming it's evil, right?
No, he's trying to save her. He's trying to make
Which
sure his sister doesn't marry the bad thing.
that thing.
He whatever, it's bad. I don't
He's a
know.
man. He's a man. He's just a very large man.
Oh, really? Oh, I
Andre
said
the
Andre the
Giant?
Giant. Okay, sorry. I
Yeah.
thought you were actually telling me a legit answer, not using mine. Okay. Go.
Now, this is the part where we are going to watch the movie. We're going to come back
Oh,
and you're going to answer the question for me and tell me how right or wrong you were. You excited for this?
yeah,
Too late.
because
Let's
this
go.
is
Boom.
just keep going up and down, and we might as well. Hey! I don't even
And we're back.
I don't think we were on time once together with that.
Not one time. So we're back on watching The Princess Bride, which is a movie that everybody should have seen at one point in their lives. And if not, then they are a nerf herder.
But am I scruffy looking though?
When you eat Taco Bell, you do.
Yeah.
We'll
You're
leave
like,
it
how do I answer? How do I answer this?
at that. How do I make this where it's factual, but not hurting her, but at the same time it's still comical? That's how I live my life. All right. So The Princess Bride. Now that you know, what is the movie about? Quick snapshot.
Okay, so it is about a girl who has a boy and they love each other, and then the boy has to go somewhere. Where does he have to go again? I don't know. But then a pirate gets him, and then she thinks that he's dead, and then she's really sad. And then she gets like betrothed to like some prince who's not nice. And then the boy didn't die. He's alive, and then he comes back to like get her. But he's a little pissed at her first.
Mhm. You can also say it's a story about a grandfather reading to his to his grandson and
Oh,
is reading off this exuberant fantasy story.
that part too, but that's not the
Who's to
part that really
say?
stood out to me.
No, it isn't. All right.
Columbo's reading a story to his grandkid. That's all you need to know.
Columbo. That's all you need to know. Okay. Which famous athlete stars in this film?
Andre the Giant, I knew that one.
Yep. That one you did already get right. So you're
I
correct.
did. I knew.
Which famous actor almost played the role of Fezzik? That one you wouldn't know from watching the movie.
I didn't. Fezzik is
Under the Giant.
yes, Andre Giant.
It
Who?
was Arnold. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh.
So the movie took about almost 12 years for them to make.
Oh
And
wow.
they liked Arnold, but by the time production came around a decade later, he was too big of a movie star and they couldn't afford him. But
Oh.
originally they wanted Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant was busy doing other stuff.
Mhm.
And so then they considered Arnold, but then it took too long and Arnold ended up blowing up and would have changed things, but Arnold would have been hilarious in it as well.
He would have been hilarious, but Andre the Giant is just like that sweet, endearing, like gentle giant quality that Arnold just doesn't possess. So I'm glad it was
He,
Andre.
he does when he plays the Terminator. Very sweet, soft, and cuddly. Some could argue.
Well, Terminator 2 maybe, but yeah.
I'll talk about Terminator 1 because it was so comforting. He would just cuddle the throat of,
Mm.
Linda Hamilton. He just wanted to just cuddle so much.
Yeah, he's like the world's strongest cuddler. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. William Goldman, who wrote the book, got the title from who?
Again, I wouldn't know this one and I didn't look it up. So you just give me the deets.
The Deets. You ready for the tea? Ready for me to spill the
Yeah.
tea?
Spill it.
His kids.
Aw.
Whoa, that's so controversial. That was his kids.
Oh, it's cute. I would never have guessed that.
They came up with the title, The Princess Bride. That's why when you hear The Princess Bride, it's like, you kinda chuckle like, "That's kind of a dumb title, The Princess Bride." I mean, let's be honest, but little kids came up with it, and for you saying that, Marie, you're kinda mean now. You're mean towards kids, and Marie hates kids.
I'm outed. They're gonna cancel me. Princess Bride, stupid kids, idiot.
Yes. The director followed up this film with which iconic movie? And I already told you the answer in a message after you said you watched it.
When Harry Met Sally, my favorite rom-com
Yep,
ever.
that's right.
Ever. Yes.
Eva Eva. Which famous comedian played a small but memorable character named Miracle Max?
Billy Crystal.
That's right. And now here's a fun fact. You ready for another Daniel fun fact of the day?
Always.
Billy Crystal was so hilarious that on set that the director and the film crew were dying in tears, and one of the actors had a bruised rib from holding in laughter.
No.
Literally. Yes.
No.
Yep. It was the actor that played Montoya. He had a bruised rib because he had to hold in
You
his
can
laughter.
bruise your I mean, to be fair, he takes a little bit of a beating in the movie. Maybe it was from that.
Marie, I have bruised about 7 ribs in my life from just making jokes. I've seen it. I've seen it.
And one of the ribs that he bruised was holding in laughter, talking to me, and that's why, because I make him laugh so hard because I'm so pathetic because I haven't watched any movies.
I was saying I bruised other people's ribs, not me bruising my own ribs. But yes, okay. Who plays Buttercup?
Not a horse.
Not a horse.
Robin Wright. I think she's just Robin Wright now. Not Robin Wright Penn
Yep.
anymore. But yeah,
Mm-mm.
Buttercup I thought was
Jenny.
definitely a horse name.
It was almost played by Courtney Cox, Meg Ryan, and Uma Thurman. That would have been different.
Uh, Meg Ryan I can see
Courtney Cox and
for
Uma
sure.
Thurman. I mean, really, either one of these 3 actresses really could have done a great job. Like, Robin Wright was good, but it wasn't like she added anything spectacular that like, "Oh, that's only a Robin Wright performance."
No. I think Meg Ryan, I would pick her just because she has like a more of like a childlike, almost like a fairy type face. So she looks like a little storybook princess.
You're just biased towards When Harry Met Sally.
I mean, a little bit.
What is Inigo Montoya's most famous line?
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
That's it. I like the accent too.
I
You gave like a slight accent, but you didn't wanna overdo it just in case. You
no.
gave just enough. I appreciate it.
Prepare to die. No, that's French. So he like prepare to die. Yeah, that's French.
Prepare to
He was my
die.
that's Arnold.
Yeah. No, it actually is almost what's the name? Groot? Groot? Is that the one from Despicable Me?
That's what
Kinda
you're
like
going
that.
for?
No,
Hey,
yeah,
wait.
sound a little bit like that.
That's imitation number 8 or 9 for this episode, I think, because you're doing all the imitations.
Mhm. It is.
Remember doing
Let's
the
make it 10 by the end. Who
Okay.
should I imitate next?
Stick around to find out, everybody. He was my favorite. I loved him so much. I think Montoya.
Mine as well. Okay, Fred Savage, best known in The Wonder Years, plays which character?
The grandson who's sick.
Yes, which should have been the answer to what the movie's about.
Yeah. Well, I
But
just
I
totally
know, I'm
that
kidding,
you
I'm
know,
kidding. Mel Smith, who plays the albino, confessed to never having watched the performance in this film because the experience was too painful. Why? It's another Daniel fun fact.
was it something to do with his wardrobe or his makeup or something that's on his body during filming?
Yes.
Oh, what was it?
That is right. He had to wear colored contacts, but he was allergic to the lens solution. As a result, he was in constant pain and discomfort the entire shoot, and they never knew until after filming. Poor guy.
There was a lot of physical pain and mishaps on this set.
There was a lot.
Bruised ribs.
Yep. Andre the Giant even was so like by the time they filmed this, his body was like so banged up, he like couldn't lift Robin Wright. He couldn't do any heavy lifting at all. So they had to have her like in a harness and like one of those wires.
Oh,
That's fun facts. Not always pleasant.
fun and sad facts. Fun facts.
Just like with Late to the Game, where I make Marie watch all these different kinds of movies. Some will be good, some will be mid, and some will be downright awful. The fun part is what's her reaction? What does she think they are? And is she going to rage quit or play it back? So, Princess Bride, rage quit, play it back.
Yes.
I'm going to say, looking at you, you seem like somebody that be a little bit of a hater. Let's say, no, I'm kidding. You're going to play it back.
Yeah. I mean, it was so
It was
sweet.
awesome. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
sweet and it was funny, and, that the choreography in the sword fight was amazing. It
Hmm.
was so good.
So good.
Yeah, it was really good, and, it took me forever to watch it. Many people, telling me to watch it for years, and I just had to be forced when Daniel forces me to watch movies, and I'm glad you did because it was very sweet. I cry? Yeah, I did twice.
Did you? I didn't
Yeah.
get any updates. You gotta tell me when you're crying.
I'd be texting you like 40 times a day. "Time
No,
to
not
cry
in life.
again.
I'm talking about the movie experiences.
I
Just when
mean,
you watch movies. Otherwise, it'll be 40 times a day.
yeah, but I cried watching IKEA commercials, so if I just stumble upon, like, a commercial, it's gonna make me emotional, you know? I teared up when Indigo Montoya got stabbed because I thought he was gonna die, and I was
Mm.
like, "Oh,
So far, we have a pretty good streak here of these
no."
movies
Mhm,
of you
mhm,
playing it back so far.
mhm.
I'm gonna purposely choose some movies that you won't because I think it's so much funner when you have movies that you just find despicable, trash,
Yeah.
obscure.
Find one that I'm really gonna just loathe. Like,
Oh,
I wanna feel anger and hatred and rage
yes, you
towards you.
do.
Like, I wanna be like,
Oh,
"Why
yeah.
did you make me watch this? Do it, please, I want one."
I have a few of those, and I have one that's like, again, the one that I'm just like, it's if there's like a season finale, this would be our season finale of the show, of one that I have, and
Ah.
I don't know how you're gonna respond to this movie because it's so polarizing. It's very polarizing. It's like a Skinamarink. Either you get
Mm.
it or you don't, and that's the fun part about this show and the collection that I have. And for you, like I said, I got about 38 movies to go. The list keeps getting added on. People tell us what other movies we should make her watch. If you don't want to put in the comment section for her to read, you can just send me in a DM so I can read it. So that way it's private and I can surprise her on camera.
Send, Sunny D a DM and put me through something if you wanna show me something that you think I would like, or if you wanna put me
Hmm.
through torture and see me rage, then do that. I'm open to that.
Seeing you rage is a lot more funny. So how would you
Mhm.
rank this? Would you is this high on your list of comedies? Is this one like you get the appeal but it's a little too outdated for you? Give me a little bit of thoughts.
Probably in the beginning when I was watching in the beginning a little bit, I was like, "Yeah, this feels really outdated," but you get kinda, like, engrossed into it, and you really get attached to the characters, and then you meet more characters, or you get attached to them, and, yeah, and you're really rooting for them the whole time, and it's, like, right down to the yeah, so I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Ooh, okay, good. It's
Mhm.
the power of Columbo. Power of Columbo.
Just him. For me, actually, it was, well,
Ben
um,
Savage.
Fred Savage?
What did I say? Ben? Ben's his brother.
Ben
That's
Savage.
the one from that's the
Ted
one
Dan
from Boy Meets World.
not Ted Danza.
Not Ted Danza, which is Ted Danson. And Tony Danza had a child.
Daniel's just screwing up the names today. No, but,
I know my
Billy
name.
Billy Cr Billy Crystal was so good in it too, so when I
Yeah.
saw him that,
It's
like,
actually
yeah.
Willie Crystal. There you go. Take us out.
By the time I'm done this spiel, you have to think about one more, impression to do. If I say it like this, then I think you'll hear it better. Start thinking. I'm doing it.
Did I already
Thank
do
you for
Arnold? I already
watching.
did
Oh,
Arnold.
no, yeah, you did. I'm gonna by the time I'm done this spiel. Thank you for watching Replays It All. Time's ticking, Daniel. This was another episode of Late to the Game with my co-host, Sunday D. You can find our content on our YouTube channel, Not a Strong Start, and on IG and Twitter at Not a Strong Start. And anywhere you listen to your podcast, you can follow me on IG and Replays It All. And
And you can follow me at King_Sangre. Here's my impersonation. Who am I? You got to guess. I'm Michael Myers.
oh, well played, you son of a bee.
Yeah. Good.
That was a perfect Michael Myers impression, by the way.
Was
Best
it?
I've seen. Yeah.
Yes.
Never stop ever doing impressions, Daniel. Please. That should be the new thing
All
now.
right.
Daniel's impressions. What's he gonna do next? So never stop doing impressions and never stop playing.
Gotcha, bitch.